Precious child, I have been keeping something from you. Not because I wished to hide it from you, and not because you were unprepared, but because the moment had to be exactly right. And this is that moment. Right here, right now, everything you thought you knew about my love for you will change when I tell you this. It will break down every lie you've believed about yourself, every made-up story you thought was true, and every whispered accusation that you were not good enough to be with me. I saw you stand at the doorway to my throne room and think about whether you should even knock. I've seen you say prayers in your head, but then swallow them back up because somewhere along the way, someone or something told you that I would turn my back on you, punish you, or be disappointed. I've been waiting for this very moment to tell you that those voices were wrong. What a huge mistake. How completely and horribly wrong you are. Let me tell you something that will make you question every fear you've ever had about talking to me. I've never looked at you with sadness in my eyes. Not once. When you thought you had failed so badly that you couldn't try again, when you were sure you had gone too far, and when shame grabbed your throat and made it impossible to whisper my name, I was still loving you the same way I always have. Not changed, not lessened, not giving up despite your mistakes. You've been living with a terrible misunderstanding, and I want to clear it up for you right now, somewhere between us. You thought that my love for you was conditional, that it changed based on how well you did. You thought there was an invisible scorecard in heaven where I was keeping track of your mistakes and comparing them to your successes. You thought that there was a level of unworthiness that, once reached, would keep me from loving you. Because you thought that, you didn't say anything. You didn't get too close. You came up to me with fear instead of confidence, shame instead of joy, and doubt instead of the bold assurance that every child who knows their dad's heart should have. But here's what I want you to understand. I want this truth to sink deep into the parts of your soul where all those lies have taken root. What you do has never changed how much I love you. It has never depended on how you behave, what you accomplish, how religious you are, or how well you follow all the rules. I love you because of who I am, not because of who you are. I love you the same way I always have because I don't change. It stays the same as long as I exist, as sure of itself as dawn. Just like the seasons changing, you can count on it. Strong as the mountains I spoke into being. I'm your dad. Do you really know what that means? Not a faraway God watching you from afar, keeping track of your mistakes and waiting to judge you. As your father, I made you with my own hands and breathed life into your lungs. I knew you before you were born and chose you before the world was even made. Also, as your dad, I want you to know something that will change the way you talk to me from now on. I love you so much. Not because you're great. Not because you worked hard for it. Just because you are mine makes me happy. Your name is written on a table in my house. Did you understand? A room filled with warmth, light, and the kind of welcome that makes coming home feel like the most natural thing in the world. It's a place that's been set up just for you, with the things you love. You have been outside that house, looking through the window though, sure that the table doesn't belong to you. Someone who deserves it more. Someone who didn't mess up like you did. Someone whose history was better, whose heart seemed more pure and whose faith seemed stronger. I've been sitting at that table the whole time, holding your seat and not letting anyone else take it while you were there. Go home. That's what I mean to say to you now. Come back to me. Not until you're clean. After you've fixed everything. No. Not when you finally think you're good enough to go through the door. Go home now. Come home just the way you are. You should bring all of your mess, questions, doubts, and failures home with you, like a worn-out robe that you can't seem to shake off. You don't have to be perfect when you get here. I'm just telling you to get here. I'm aware of the lies that have been told to you. I know that the enemy has worked hard to make you believe that you have done something wrong to deserve my blessing. He has watched you make every mistake over and over again. You wish you could take back every word, every time you made a bad choice. You were never quite the person you wanted to be. He used those memories against you as weapons, sabotaging your confidence, destroying your sense of worth, and making you doubt that I could ever love someone like you. But here is what he didn't tell you. For some reason, he left out this part of the story. I knew already. Before you did those things wrong, I knew they were going to happen. Every step you took away from me, every word you said, every choice you made, and every path you took. I saw it all, and I still picked you. I still loved you. I already set up a table for you at my house. You were never the reason I loved you, because you were perfect. It was because I chose to love you. Also, that choice was made before time began. I am not shocked by anything you have done. I still like you even after everything you've done. You haven't done anything that has made me love you less than the first time I spoke your name into being. Being ashamed of yourself doesn't come from me. To be clear, let me say that again. That voice telling you to stay away because you are not worthy is not my voice. It feels like a heavy weight is pressing on your chest. That kind of language has never been used between us. I talk about life. I talk about hope. I talk about restoration. I talk about invitations. I say hello. I speak love, which covers many sins and doesn't hold them against you. You can be sure that the voice you've been hearing is not mine if it makes you feel farther away from me instead of closer. You can hear my voice calling you. Come, my voice says. My voice tells you that no sin is too big for my grace to cover, no mistake is too big for my mercy to fix, and no wandering is too far for my love to reach. My voice sounds like a door that is open, not a gate that is shut. It sounds more like a warm hug than a cold turn down. There is no judge sitting there waiting to hand down punishment. Instead, it sounds like a father running down the street to find his lost child. And I need you to shut up all the other voices right now and only listen to mine. You are welcome here. You're always welcome here. It's never been hard for you to get to where I am. I've never changed the mix before. There are no walls or guards that I have ever put up to keep you out. You've been living as if there were guards at the gate checking your ID, demanding proof of your worthiness, and demanding a spotless record before letting you in. But there aren't any guards. There was never one. There has always been an open way to get to me. Selfish thoughts that you didn't belong inside were the only thing that kept you outside. I'm taking that belief apart right now. The walls you built between us are coming down. It's not because you finally earned the right to have them come down, but because it breaks my heart to see you standing outside in the cold when there is a fire going inside and a chair ready for you by it. You've already done enough to punish yourself. You've been far away for too long now. You've believed the lie that you're not good enough for a long time. It's time to go inside. Now is the time to sit down at the table. Now is the time to get the blessing that you have been waiting for since before you were born. Please take a moment to think about this. When you hear these words, if they make you feel something, I want you to show faith. Type Amen in the comments below, but don't just type it for the sake of it. Let heaven know that you believe what he is saying about your life today. Yes, I accept this blessing, is what you write when you write Amen. I do keep this promise. Yes, I believe what God has planned for me is real. Let it be your personal agreement with what is coming out now. Please get this. Every seed you plant in this mission helps us follow Jesus' command to reach all the world. By buying me a coffee through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you help spread the gospel to people who might never set foot in a church. This isn't about having a platform. This is to honor the name of Jesus and reach out to hearts that are looking for answers but are quiet. Matthew 28:19 in the Gospel tells us that Jesus wants us to go and make disciples. You help that command go on when you give. Your kindness gives someone who is struggling with hope. It turns into truth for someone who is confused. It turns into light in real darkness. Gospel of Luke 6:38 says, "Give, and it will be given to you." This is not a threat. It is a promise. God moves in ways you can't see when you let go of what you're holding on to. If this message moved you, have faith and answer it. Get a coffee. Plant a seed. Take part in what God is doing right now. Listen to what I have to say about this blessing I have been making. It's not a little thing. It's not just a nice thing to do or a prize for showing up. It's not some kind of reward for just getting through life. There is a lot of this blessing. It goes over. It's much bigger than anything you could have imagined, because your imagination up until now has been shaped by lack, shame, and the idea that you didn't deserve much. That being said, I want you to see it my way. I see restoration when I look at your future. Full restoration. I'm putting back together the pieces of your heart that were broken by disappointment. The dreams that seemed to die when things went wrong are coming back to life because of me. I am healing and making peace in the relationships that have been hurt by misunderstandings or betrayals. The years that seemed wasted because of bad decisions and missed chances are being made up for by me in ways that will help you see my hand even in the darkest parts. I can see provision, not just enough to stay alive. That's not just enough to get by, but provision that goes beyond what you think or ask for. You've been worried about what will happen. You were not sure if there would be enough. You've been stressed because your bills, obligations, and other duties keep piling up faster than you can handle. But now, I'm going to tell you. I've always owned this. I know what you need and can see it. I have never run out of resources. What's coming to you won't just meet your needs. It will be too full. It will overflow, making you a blessing to other people. It will show the people around you that you serve a God who is incredibly kind to his children. I see purpose in your life. Not the kind of purpose that makes you feel like you have to do everything all the time, but the kind of purpose that makes you excited about the day ahead. The kind of purpose that takes all of your experiences, even the bad ones, and turns them into a story that gives other people hope. You have been lost for a long time, not sure where you are going or what you were really made for. But I'm making that purpose clear now. I'm drawing attention to it. As you get closer to me, let go of your shame and accept the invitation I've given you. Your purpose will become more clear than ever. I see that you'll be at peace soon. True peace, not the fragile kind that depends on everything going well, but the kind of deep, steady peace that stays even when things look like they're going badly. It feels normal to you now that you've had anxiety for a long time. Worry has been with you like a constant companion. You wake up with it, go to sleep with it, and feel it pressing against your chest all day. But anxiety is not going to be your fate. Peace is yours to keep. And I want you to be a part of this moment right now. Write "I received this peace" in the comments if you are ready to walk in that peace instead of the worry you have been carrying for so long. Make those words more than just a comment. Let them shape your heart's choice. Because when you say it, you're telling your soul that fear doesn't have control over your future. There is peace from God over it. You're not feeling this way by chance. It's an invitation to be a part of something that will last forever. It's more than kind to support this mission through Buy Me a Coffee, a link in the description, and a pinned comment. It stands with the work of sharing the gospel with people who are still looking for the truth. The gospel is the power of God for salvation, Epistle to the Romans 1:16. That power reaches another life every time you buy a coffee. You help someone reach a turning point. You help someone make a big step forward. You do something for heaven on earth. Epistle to the Galatians 6:7 says that we will get back what we put in. When you put money into God's work, you put yourself in a position to receive His provision. Make a move of faith if you think lives can be changed. Buy a coffee today to help this mission reach more people. Allow that peace to wash over you right now. As you read these words of peace that you can't explain, are pouring into your heart. Peace that keeps your mind safe. Peace that makes you feel better. There is peace in knowing that your Father loves you and has everything under control. Also, if videos like this help you hear God's voice better and strengthen your faith, you should subscribe to this channel right away. A lot of people who see this message think it came at just the right time for them. By subscribing, you can stay in touch with these prophetic words as they come out. When you've been praying for confirmation, encouragement, or a breakthrough, the next message you hear might be it. I see happiness coming back to you. Not fake happiness that depends on things going well, but real joy that comes from inside you. The kind of happiness that can last through hard times because it comes from something that will never end. You have been getting by. You've been getting through each day. I didn't make you just to survive, though. I made you to do well. I made you so that you can live a full and rich life, one that goes beyond just existing and into the richness of living. Part of what I'm letting go of over you now is that joy. You need to do something first, though, before I pour all of this into your life. Please open your hands. Your fists have been clenched as you go through life, holding on tight to fear, control, and the idea that everything depends on how well you can handle it. But fists that are clenched can't receive blessings. People with clenched fists can't take gifts. Self-defense posture is clenched fists, and self-defense has no place in the relationship. I want to start with you. Open your hands now, no matter where you are. It's not just a figure of speech. I want you to open your hands in real life. This is a faith-based action. This is you telling me you're ready for what I've been waiting to give you. Let go of the things you've been trying to control and open your hands. Give up the fear that has been making you make decisions and open your hands. Give up the deadline you've been pushing for and surrender your hands. Trust that what I'm about to give you is better than anything you could have taken for yourself. Your dad loves you. Say those words out loud and let them flow off your tongue and become a part of you. Your dad loves you. Not loved in the past tense, as if it were something that only happened once and might not be true anymore. Loves, active, ongoing, and in the present tense. Your dad loves you right now as you read these words, in spite of all your flaws, with all of your past, while you are still thinking about all the times you failed. Your dad loves you. You don't have to earn a spot at the table because your dad loves you. You already have it. You don't have to prove that I should pay attention to you. I'm already fully focused on you. You don't have to earn my grace. Since the moment I first thought of you, you have been in my good grace. What might your life be like if you really believed this? What would you do to walk differently? How would you change the way you talk? How would you go about your day if you were sure that your Father in heaven loved you completely, forever, and no matter what? You would stop saying sorry for being alive. Feeling like you are asking for too much makes you downplay your needs. If you knew that I'm not annoyed by your requests, you would stop being afraid to come to me in prayer. I enjoy them. Something inside me rejoices every time you turn your heart toward me. It makes my heart happy every time you call my name or come to me with your problems, questions, or needs. I've always wanted this. Not how well you did. Your being there. Not how perfect you are, how close you are, not the things you've done. Pay attention. I chose not to have slaves. I've always wished I had kids. There was no way I wanted servants to obey out of fear for me. I have always wanted sons and daughters who love to answer. I never wanted people to follow me who stayed away and followed the rules from afar. I've always wanted to be close. Being close. Getting along. This kind of relationship makes you feel at ease around me, as it does in your own home, really more comfortable, because being with me is the safest place in the universe. It is the only place you don't have to worry about being judged, rejected, or condemned for being yourself. Religion, on the other hand, has been lying to you. It told you that getting close to me requires a lot of planning. It told you to clean up first. It told you that you had to do good things to earn the right to be with me. Relationships became rules because of religion. The closeness turned into an institution. You were scared of the person who loves you the most. That lie is being shown right now. It was meant to keep you away from your biggest source of strength. That lie. That plan was meant to keep you from finding love, which would set you free. Come on. Come on over. Bring your doubts with you. Ask questions when you get there. Come with all of your mistakes. Bring your fears with you. Bring the parts of yourself that you're embarrassed about. Bring the parts of yourself that you wish you could change. Bring an open heart and empty hands. Bring yourself and nothing else, because I've always wanted you. I do not need your prayers. I don't need you to try. What I want is for you to be here. I want you to believe me. I want you to be ready to believe that my love for you is real, unchanging, and unbreakable. I am blessing every part of your life with this blessing. Nothing about your life is safe from what I am pouring out. Well-being, your cash flow, how you relate to others, the health of your emotions, the spiritual growth of you, the reason you're here, your daily sense of happiness and peace. All of that is part of what I'm doing. You've been praying about certain things, bringing up specific issues, asking for help with certain things. Also, I need you to know something. I have heard all of your prayers. Not a single one of them was forgotten. Not a single one was missed. We'll get answers soon, but I'm not just answering your prayers. I'm giving you something even better. You are about to learn the truth about who I really am. Here is my heart for you. Not the version of myself that religion talked about. Not the picture that fear painted. Not the version that your past interactions with flawed individuals led you to believe. I am showing what I really am, with the heart of a father who cares deeply about his kids' well-being, the heart of a God who loves blessing the people he cares about. How a shepherd feels when he has to leave 99 sheep to find the one that got lost. Not to hurt that sheep, but to bring it home. Everything changes when you really understand who I am. When you know you're praying to a dad who wants to say yes, your prayers change. You change what you expect because you expect someone good who is good by nature. It makes you feel better to know that the same person or thing that holds the universe together also holds you, and your shame goes away. Because true love takes away fear, something is changing as you read these words. Old habits are no longer working. There are new paths being made. You are becoming more aware of yourself. You no longer see me the same way. There are new changes in how you see our relationship. You are leaving the darkness of doubt behind and entering the light of sureness. You are leaving behind the way an orphan stands. The role of a beloved child is being assumed by you. You're getting rid of the fear of being punished. You are accepting the grace freedom. You don't have to work for this. It's something that you just get. The job is already done. The invite has already been sent out. Your answer is all that's left. Would you like what I have to offer? Will you take part in everything I've planned for you? Will you let go of the old identity of not being good enough and take on the identity of a child who is loved completely? I know the fights you've been having. I know the kinds of thoughts that come to you when it's quiet. I know the fears that keep you up at night. I know those memories that come back out of the blue. I know how it feels to compare your life to someone else's and wonder why yours feels different. I know everything, and none of it is too hard for me. I will fight for you, even if you can't see it. I am working for you, even when it seems like heaven is quiet. I'm still right next to you, even when you think I'm interested in someone else. I stopped every attack on your mind that came at it. I found and broke every plan that was meant to hurt you. For every problem that comes your way, I have already planned a way through it. No one else is going through what you are. You've never been by yourself. The idea that you are alone is a lie, meant to make you feel weak. But you feel my presence all around you. You can count on my power. My love will keep you safe, and the results of your battles are already known. You will get through it, not because you are strong, but because of mine. Not because you are smart, but because I showed you the way. Not because of what you can do, but because of my grace, which is enough for you. Let's talk about the places you've had the most trouble, the ones where pain has left marks that you can feel sometimes, even when you try to hide them. I know about the relationships that made you hurt. I've been around people who said they loved you, but hurt you instead. I know what it's like to have people you trusted give up on you. I know what it's like to be turned down and wonder if there's something about you that makes you unlovable. I saw everything. I was there when it happened, and those times have made me feel heavy for you. But I really want you to understand this. My love heals all the wounds those relationships caused. As my love grows stronger, those old hurts will start to lose their power over you. The things other people say about you will no longer affect how you see yourself. No longer will the pain that used to define you define who you are. You'll start to see yourself the way I do. Everything changes when you look at yourself through my eyes. I know how hard it has been for you with money. When you look at all of your responsibilities and wonder how you'll do everything, I know how stressful it can get. I know how stressful it is when bills keep coming in faster than money comes in. I know what it's like to be afraid of problems that come up out of the blue when you're already busy. But I am your provider, not in general, in real life, and I am telling you that help is on the way. Not just barely enough, not getting by, lots of it. I am not a God of lack. I am a God who is very generous. What I send into your life will not only meet your needs, but it will also set you up to help other people. As time goes on, you will show that I care for my kids. I know that your health worries are making you feel bad. I know the symptoms that are making you feel bad. When you were told the news, it made you scared. I know how you feel when you think about your body and the future at times. However, I made your body itself. I know how every system works in it. I'm the one who heals. I speak restoration over your body right now. I give strength to things that have lost it. I bring wholeness to things that have been broken. You breathe and move because I speak life to every cell, organ, and system in your body. It's not impossible for me to heal your body. I am able to do anything. I know about the dreams that used to make you feel excited, but are now far away. The hopes that were put off for so long that they started to seem impossible to come true. The dreams of what your life could be like that seemed farther away every year. I still remember those dreams, though. Most of the time, I planted them in you. It wasn't an accident. They were seeds, and seeds can stay hidden under the ground for a long time before anyone can see them grow. But the season of manifestation is coming up soon. The dreams that didn't seem to be there are still alive. They've been getting ready. You have also been getting ready. You have been changing into the kind of person who can carry those dreams with strength and wisdom. Coming up is almost that time of year again. Let your hands go. If you don't believe, you will block your own blessing. Do not tell yourself that what I am giving you is not something you deserve. We already know that deserving has never been the standard. Having grace is the norm. Love sets the bar. The standard is my choice to bless you. Stop ruling yourself out. Start setting yourself up to receive. This blessing goes out to your whole family, not just you, but everyone in your family as well. I see the people you love. They are having a hard time. They have doubts, and their hearts are wandering. I can see where they are fighting my voice. I see the battles they fight behind closed doors. I'm already making a difference in their lives. The hearts that seemed set on being hard are starting to soften. People whose eyes didn't seem to be open are starting to do so. The prayers you said for them many years ago are starting to come true. Don't give up on anyone. I can reach any heart. No matter how hard it is, I can bring back anyone, no matter how far away they are. I can fix any situation, no matter how complicated it is. I am taking care of your kids, whether they are little or big. I love them more than you do. And I'm working in their lives, even though you can't see it. That same grace I showed you is also being shown to them. They are also getting the invitation I sent you. Don't give up, even if they haven't replied yet. I wait my turn. I don't give up. I also never give up on my kids. If you are married, I wish you a happy marriage. The promise you made is coming to life through me. I'm making the bond between you and your spouse stronger. I am bringing healing to places where pain has built up. There will be better communication. Trust will grow again. Happiness will come back. The enemy tried to split us up, but I am bringing us together. I am letting forgiveness grow where anger tried to take hold. I am bringing hearts back together where they have grown apart. It's not impossible for me to fix your marriage. I also see single people. I know how lonely it can feel to be alone when it's quiet. I know what it's like to want to be with someone, to share life with them. But being single isn't a punishment. That doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It's that time of year. The seasons change too. This season is meant to prepare you and the person who will walk with you in the future. Believe in my timing. Believe what I say. Know that you are not alone while you wait. I'm with you, more connected than any human friend could ever be. Nobody else can really understand how you feel about things more than I can. Your place of work is also okay with me. I'm opening doors of chance that seemed closed before. This is a favor I'm giving you, with people who can change your future. I'm setting you up for growth, recognition, and advancement. Things are about to change that made you angry when your work didn't seem to be getting noticed. I can see how hard you work. I can see how faithful you are. I will reward both of them in ways that will shock you. Your ministry is also blessed, no matter what form it takes. You might talk to a lot of people. It's possible that you serve without being seen. You might have an effect in a church. It might happen where you work, where you live, or in your neighborhood. No matter where you serve, I'm making your impact bigger. People who need what you carry are being put in your way. When you are kind, when you encourage others, and when you show love, these things matter more than you think. You are having a bigger effect. Also, I want you to understand something well. I'm happy for you. You are still here after all that you have been through. Even though you felt like giving up many times, you kept going. You kept going even after every setback and disappointment. I think that sticking with it is beautiful. You might feel like your faith isn't very strong, but faith that lasts through hard times is strong. You are a strong person, not the kind that fights to get what they want, the kind that triumphs through endurance. You stand there. You keep having faith. You keep reaching out to me even though things are trying to make you stop. You may not fully understand how powerful that makes you. The enemy knows about it, even if you don't. Do not listen to people who say you are weak. You're not weak. You have been through a lot. Your strength is strong. You find a way to win. After everything you've been through, the fact that you're still standing shows that my grace has kept you going. You still have faith, even though you have many reasons to doubt. This shows that my power is at work in your life. You're stronger than you think. You're about to get even stronger. Because the coming season will make you stronger in ways you've never felt before. You have the best ahead of you. It seemed like your best days were over at times, I know. There were times when you wondered if you missed your chance. There were times when you thought the most important parts of your life were over. That's not true, though. The best parts of your story are still to come. The most important parts of your story are still to come. The best and richest things that have happened to you are not going away. They're getting higher than you. I'm writing a story about your life that will encourage other people, not just people your age, but also people who will come after you. What I'm doing in your life right now will help your children and the children of your children. You are leaving behind a legacy that will last longer than you can see now. People who come after you will find it easier to get where they're going. Don't give up. Don't let being down make you think the road is too far or the mountain too high. I'll be with you the whole way. I'm setting up the path ahead of you. Hide your back. I'm behind you. I'm standing next to you and holding your hand. Below you, I am making sure you don't fall, and I am above you, protecting and favoring you. You will face no problems that we won't also face. When you remember who is with you, no challenge is too big. This is the same God who spoke the universe into being, the same God who holds the oceans, the same God who knows the names of all the stars. That you have God with you, that God is with you, and that God is making everything work out for the best. You're loved. Again, let that truth sink deep into your heart. People love you for who you are, not what you do. I chose to love you without expecting anything in return. You will always be loved, no matter what. That love will always be there for you. Don't let go. Do not get weaker. It was there before time began, and it will be there for a long time after time is over. It's my love for you, and there is no stronger force than it. Hold on to this blessing I'm sending out. Keep it tight. Let it change the way you think, the choices you make, the people you're with, and your future. That's why this blessing won't last. It means that a new season has begun, a new time in your life, a time when I had faith in my love. Have faith in what I'm doing, and peace when I'm around. I'll tell you a story. There was a kid who left his dad's house one day. He left quickly after getting the money that had been left to him. He spent all of his money on things that said they would make him happy, but only made him feel empty. He eventually had nothing left and had to feed pigs because he was so hungry that even the scraps he gave them looked good. In his last-ditch effort, something from his past came back to him. He thought of his dad's house. He thought about how warm it was there. He thought back to the food and kindness that he had taken for granted. An idea that changed everything came to me with that memory. Even the people who worked for his dad had too much. That's why he chose to go home. He thought about what he was going to say the whole time. He was going to say sorry. He got ready to ask to be treated like a servant instead of a son, because he didn't think he deserved to be called one. He didn't know something, though. Since he left, his dad had been looking at the horizon every day. Every single day, the dad went outside and looked into the distance, hoping to see a familiar figure coming back. And when the day finally came, the dad saw his kid walking toward home. But it was still a long way off. He didn't wait. He wasn't crossing his arms as he got ready to give a speech. He ran away. He ran down the street with happiness in his heart. When he got to his child, he didn't wait for an apology before giving him love. He gave him a hug. He kissed him. For the welcome back party, he asked for the best robe, the family ring, and a feast. It's not just a story. It's your story. That father is me. That child is you. If this truth makes you feel something right now, do something easy but powerful. You can write Amen in the comments below. That's how you can say, Father, I hear you. There's still hope that your love can reach me. Every Amen you say is a quiet statement that you are choosing love over shame and coming back to the love that has always been there for you. You are not the only one who gets this message. There are other people who want to hear the same truth that made you stronger. Jesus said in the Gospel of Matthew 9:37 that the harvest is plenty. Giving to this cause through Buy Me a Coffee is like joining the harvest. Your gift helps the truth get out there. It makes believers stronger. It gets to people who are quietly pleading for help. In Gospel of Luke 6:38, Jesus showed a kingdom exchange when he said, Give, and it will be given to you. What you let go of goes into God's plan, and what goes into God's plan grows. You are planting for salvation, restoration, and renewed faith when you buy a coffee. Now is your chance. Take a faith-filled step forward. Put your money into what God is building, and trust Him to breathe more than what you let go of. Don't worry about how far you've gone, or how much you think you've wasted, or how low you think you have fallen. I am watching for you. I'm running toward you. I'm ready to welcome you back, heal you, and celebrate your arrival. It's never been about what you deserve. It's always been about me. That, and I'm a dad who loves his kids very much. You need to understand something about how I love you. Love between people often gets old. It can get weaker after being let down many times. It pulls back after making too many mistakes. But my love isn't like love between people. My love comes from a place that never ends. It can't be used up. It won't run out. Just as much love is waiting for you the first time you come back to me. It doesn't matter how many times you come back. There is no limit to how much I love you. I know that many of the times you were with other people, they taught you something new. It's possible that you were loved when you did well and rejected when you did badly. Maybe affection was tied to how you behaved. Maybe approval had to be earned and was easy to take away. Those events may have changed how you think everyone, including me, should treat you. But I'm not like those people who give love. My love doesn't work like theirs does. My love is freely given, always kept, and generously poured out, no matter how you behave. That means you can breathe again. Do not hold your breath any longer, because the time has come for you to stop making me mad. That time will never come. Stop being so careful around me, thinking that one mistake will make me lose my cool. I'm going to be patient with you until the end. To keep my love, you don't have to try to be perfect. My love for you doesn't depend on how right you are. Be who you are, the real you. You, the flawed, changing, learning, and sometimes struggling and stumbling person that you are. That was the person I picked. That's the person I love. That person is the one I will always love. Let's talk about rest now. Not just resting your body, though that's important too. This is about giving your soul rest. The deep peace you feel when you give up. The peace you feel when you don't have to prove yourself anymore. A lot of my kids are tired all the time because they think they have to earn love and approval all the time. They keep doing good things because they think that if they do enough of them, they will finally feel safe. But I never planned for that treadmill to be a part of my life. You are welcome to get off of it. I want to invite you to live in a different way, living a life where you are happy with who you are and don't try too hard to change into someone else. A life in which you accept my grace instead of trying to make yourself worthy. A life in which you trust my work instead of relying on your own alone. This is what I meant when I said my yoke is easy and my burden is light. I never told you to do everything by yourself. Please walk with me. If you need rest, I can give it to you. It's not being lazy. It means living in the right place. Your work changes when you rest in my love. You no longer work with stress. You work from too much. No longer do you serve because you have to. You serve because you enjoy it. You don't obey because you're afraid of getting in trouble. You do what they say because you trust them. From the outside, the actions may look the same, but what you're feeling inside is very different. I've seen you get tired before. I've seen you try to prove your worth by going beyond what's healthy. You always said yes because you were afraid that if you said no, people would stop loving you. I saw how you ignored your own needs because you thought it is selfish to do so. I never meant for that to be your life, though. Now I'm telling you, rest. Allow yourself to take a break. You have the right to say no. You don't have to feel guilty about taking care of your own needs. This isn't being weak. This is smart. This is the way I planned for life to go. Let me talk to you about being thankful now. Not as a chore or duty, but as a way to find happiness. Something powerful happens inside my kids when they start to be thankful. Their perspective shifts. Problems that were too big to handle at first start to get smaller. Blessings that couldn't be seen suddenly can be seen. This takes place because the way you pay attention changes what you experience. What you focus on makes you more aware of it. Being grateful trains your mind to see good things. I'm not asking you to act like things that are hard aren't hard. I'm not telling you to ignore reality or hide how you really feel, but I want you to make room to see the good, along with the bad. Do little things at first. The air that's in your lungs, the fact that you are still alive, how you have been taken care of, even when it didn't look like what you expected. The connections that have helped you, even if they were not perfect. The beautiful moments that happened on normal days. Being thankful every day makes it easier to find happiness, not because things become perfect all of a sudden, but because you can see things more clearly. And that change in point of view can change how you feel about life. You may not be able to receive from me because of one more belief I want to talk about. The idea that you need to repay me for what I do for you. This is how a lot of my kids think. As soon as they get a blessing, they feel like they need to earn it. Every gift they get is turned into a debt. But pay close attention. You can't pay me back. It's not because the debt is too big. But there is no debt. I give because it's what I do. I bless because it makes me happy. There is no more to the deal once I give you something. You don't owe anyone anything. There is only a gift that is given for free. When you understand this truth, receiving is no longer a burden but a joy. You don't have to feel bad about enjoying my gifts. My gifts are yours to take without having to work for them. You don't have to earn grace. You didn't work hard for this favor. You can't repay the favor. I'm giving you that grace. Get it for free, have a great time, and then let it overflow into kindness toward other people. Not as a way to repay me, but because you love me and want to show it. Now I'm going to talk about some of the lies that have kept you from getting what I have for you. The first lie is that you have no more chances. The enemy says in your ear that my grace has limits and that you've long since crossed those limits. But my grace never ends. Every day my mercy is fresh. You have not gone over your allotted amount. There is no line you crossed that makes you out of my love's reach. I'm happy to see you every time you turn to face me. No, not reluctantly. Not when you're annoyed, with happiness. The second lie says that your past makes it impossible for you to have a good future. I am a God of redemption, though. Everything is used up when there is redemption. Not your faults. It's not your mistakes, not even the years you turned your back on everything I wanted for you. I take every part of your story and make something beautiful out of it. Because of your past, you are not ineligible. It gets you ready. It makes you care about people who are going through the same problems you did. The third lie says that things would be easier for you if I really loved you. But having trouble doesn't mean I've left you. I never said that life would be easy. What I promised was that I would be with them. I am shaping your character, strengthening your faith, and getting you ready for the future I have planned for you through every hard thing that happens. The fourth lie tells you that you can't change. You are stuck in patterns that make up your life. But I'm an expert at transformation. I change everything. You can get over your addiction. You can change the way you think. It is possible to break cycles. Your past doesn't hold you back. I can see what kind of person you are becoming. That person is also more beautiful, freer, and stronger than you think. The fifth lie says it's weak to ask for help. You were never meant to live on your own, though. You were made to be with other people. It's not weak to tell me what you need. It is smart. The way it works fits with how life was meant to work. Right now, I'm taking away the power of those lies. Truth is taking their place. There is light coming into places where there was darkness. You're feeling more and more free. This is the life I was meant to give you. And this is just the start. Let me now tell you about what's coming up for you, because the blessing I'm putting on your life isn't just for now. It's also about the future I'm making for you. Your heart would be full of wonder if you could see what I see. The plans I have for you are much bigger than what you can see right now. They're better than what you thought they would be based on the past. Because your thinking has been shaped by a world that frequently works on the basis of scarcity rather than abundance, they are beyond what your mind can fully imagine. In the coming days, doors that have been shut for a long time will be found open. Doors that looked like they were always locked will suddenly be easy to open and close. It's not because you found the best plan. It's because I'm the one turning the key. The doors I opened for you lead to chances you didn't even know were out there. You can meet people through them who will become important to you on your journey. They lead to resources that will help you carry out the dream I gave you. They take you to places where your voice can reach people who need the hope you bring. The season of locked doors is coming to an end. Now is the start of the season of open doors. You will also see progress in areas where you had almost given up hope in the coming days. Things that felt stuck will start to move. It will start to heal relationships that didn't seem like they could be fixed. Health problems that looked like they would never go away will start to get better. The stress of money that used to be too much will start to ease off. No matter what you think is possible, it doesn't limit me. I am the God who made everything possible. Everything I'm about to do for you will remind you that I can do anything. There will also be skills you find within yourself in the coming days that you did not know you had. Hidden skills will start to come to the surface. Things that were strong before will become stronger again. When you walk with the knowledge that my blessing is on you, you will be amazed at what you can do. The things you thought were holding you back are not the last word. It's my word that counts. I also want to tell you that you are smarter and stronger than you thought. In the days to come, you will have divine encounters that will change your life in ways you will never forget. And there will be times when I feel like I'm closer than ever. There will be times when it seems like there is not much space between heaven and earth. You will learn things about my love that will heal wounds you didn't even know you had. This kind of meeting isn't just for a small group of spiritually advanced people. They are there for any child who comes to them with an open heart. As you let go of your shame and doubt and move closer to me, you will start to experience my presence in ways that will become the most important moments of your life. And in the coming days, you will also start blessing other people the way I bless you. The extra money you get won't just stay with you. People around you will hear it. It will affect your family. It will happen to your friends. It will be good for your community. You are not the only one getting this blessing. My love and generosity are starting to reach other people through you as a channel. The world wants to find the hope you have inside you. That hope will shine through your life as you walk in all of who you are as my beloved child. I want you to really feel this truth. We haven't forgotten about you. You are not forgotten. My plans don't leave you out at the last minute. You are the most important thing to me in this world. There is no one else who can play the part you do. You have been given a task that is only for you. It's important that you're here, because your life would be incomplete without you. Not a single mistake. I also did not make a mistake when I made you. In the design I made for you, every part of who you are has meaning, even the parts you sometimes wish were different. The blessing I'm putting on your life is my way of getting you ready for the journey ahead. Don't look at yourself through the lens of not being good enough. Stop comparing yourself to other people and telling yourself you're not good enough. Don't think about what you think you can't do. Instead, find out what you can do when my power is working through you. The tape measure you've been using is broken. Someone who is against you made it to make you feel small, but I'm going to give you a new measure. My love for you is what makes you what you are. You are judged by how much potential you have through me. You are judged by the words I've spoken over your life. Everything changes when you start to see yourself right. Insecurity is replaced by confidence. Despair gives way to hope. Fear is replaced by expectation. You change the way you look at life when you realize that you are surrounded by endless resources, led by perfect wisdom, and loved with love that never changes. Your situation might not change right away, but the way you act in it will. And that new posture is often the start of a complete change. You are being asked to trust me more deeply. I don't just trust because of the past, even though I have always been faithful. Not trust based on how well you can follow my every move, but trust me because of who I am. Believe in me because of who I am. Trust me because I'm always good. A lot of people trust me when things are going well, but when things get tough, they start to lose trust in each other. I'm calling you to trust me more deeply. A trust that stays strong even when it looks like the ground beneath you is shifting. A trust that says, you are good even when I can't understand why. A trust that lets go of the reins and lets me lead. When you trust this much, you enter a supernatural state of rest, not being idle, not being passive, but a calm trust that something bigger than you is taking care of the things you can't control. You can let go of your stress because, I don't have any. Don't be afraid because I'm not scared. You don't have to strive anymore because I'm already working. This rest turns into a heart position. It becomes the natural state of your soul over time. I know these words may be too much for you to handle. I know they make you question a lot of the things you've believed for a long time. Hearing them once might not make a big difference right away. That's why I want you to keep coming back to these truths. Let these words wash over you, over and over until they become a part of you. They should be the base on which you build the rest of your life. Make my voice stronger than all the others that have tried to tell you otherwise. You're moving into a new season, not just another part, a new time. Old habits are becoming less common. There are new opportunities opening up. As you enter this season, you do so with a new sense of who you are, more confidence, and a greater hope that good things will happen. Someone who came into this moment is not the same person who will leave it. There is a change inside you. The truth has been spread. There is now more hope. Blessing has been let go. Carry your head high, but not because you're proud. Do it because you know whose child you are. You should walk with purpose because your life does too. Be brave when you speak because you have the power of heaven on your side. Happiness is something to be thankful for. even if things haven't changed completely yet. You're lucky. You're loved. You have been picked. You're being called. Thank you for reading this message. If you feel like it was meant just for you, please subscribe to this channel. Many people think that staying in touch with messages that boost their faith keeps them in line with the promises God is making in their lives. By subscribing, you can make sure you don't miss the next word that could be part of what God has planned for you. You have what you need. You have strength. Also, nothing in the world can separate my love for you from yours. Now I'd like to talk to the most important parts of your heart. The places you don't want other people to see, the places where bad memories still live. These are the spots where wounds hurt, even after years have passed. I can see those places. I've seen them all the time, even though you tried to hide them. You've never fully dealt with some pain. There's sadness you've never let yourself feel. You hid your anger because you didn't know what to do with it. There are fears you didn't say out loud. You don't realize how much these feelings have changed your life, what you do, the people you love, and how you see yourself are all changed by them. But now, I'm shining a light into those dark places. Not to make you public, not to make you feel bad, but to get better. I do more than just heal on the surface. It gets to the root. From the inside out, it changes things. It might take a while to get better. You might need to be patient. I will be with you every step of the way, though. As you heal, your ability to be happy will grow. The things that used to hurt will no longer do so. You will be able to choose your reactions with wisdom instead of letting them control you. You'll start to feel free in a way that didn't seem possible before. It is okay for you to feel how you feel. You can be sad about what you've lost. It's okay to be angry about wrongs done. It's okay to say that you're scared. Your feelings are not against you. They are signs that tell you something important about what's going on in your heart. When you don't try to hide your feelings, but instead tell me about them, I help you understand them, deal with them, and get better. There are wounds in many of my children that haven't healed in years. They know how to get things done, even though it hurts. However, working is not the same as getting better. In addition, I want you to feel truly whole, not the lack of scars, but the wounds getting better, not letting go of the past, but making it right. Your story will get better, not because there was nothing bad that happened, but because I turned the pain into something important. Being whole may not always feel like an easy path. Some days, you'll feel like you're making progress. You may feel like you've failed some days, but each step forward is important. Every honest moment of getting better is important. Believe in the process. In the process, trust me. Keep going forward. I'm glad you paid attention. I think it's great that you kept your heart open. It takes guts to have hope again. To trust again takes guts. It takes guts to believe again. Right now, you're showing that courage. Don't forget who you are. You are my beloved child. You were picked before time began. You are the one I think about all the time. You are the one I sing happy songs over. You are the person I promised to bless. That will never change. People may try to tell you that your worth is based on what you do, how you look, how productive you are, or how useful other people think you are. The world is wrong, though. The moment I made you, you were valuable, and it hasn't changed since. You could do anything that the rest of the world would consider impressive, and I would still value you infinitely. You could fail at everything and still deserve my love. Your worth is not based on how well you do your job, based on where it comes from. It was I who made you in my image so that we could be together. Follow that truth. Decide based on that truth. Use that truth to connect with other people. When you really know that you are deeply and completely loved, you stop trying to earn what you already have. Stop putting yourself through so much stress trying to get acceptance that has already been given. When approval has already been given, you stop performing for approval. I have a lot more to give you and show you. This text message is not the end of our talk. This is just the start of a deeper conversation that will last all the way through your life and into eternity. I have new mercy for you every day. I have something new to say to you every day. I love you more and more every day. I want to make listening a way of life for you. A way of life based on receiving. A way of life in which you always have my presence, where my voice becomes familiar and my peace is always with you. Don't avoid me. Don't wait until you're trapped and in need to find me. Don't just walk up when you need something. I want to be with you. I want to talk with you. As much as I want the important parts of your day, I also want the quiet ones. I'd like to be a part of every part of your life. Those are the moments that feel spiritual or holy, as well as the everyday ones that make up your day. I care about your work. I care about your hobbies. I care about the relationships you have. We are both going through hard times. I care about your happiness. I care about the questions you ask. I care about your dreams. I care about everything that is important to you, because I care about you. You can be my friend without being tense or formal. It's not far away. In this kind of relationship, you don't have to be afraid to say what's on your mind. Tell me anything. Ask me anything. Feel free to tell me anything, because I already know everything about you and love you very much. Telling me something about yourself wouldn't surprise me or change how I feel about you. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Be yourself around me. That's all I've ever wanted. Here's something I want to talk about that a lot of my kids carry around in silence. They think there is something seriously wrong with them, that they are broken or flawed on a deep level, not just that they make mistakes from time to time. This thought changes how you see yourself. It changes how people compliment you. When someone says nice things about you, you want to brush it off because you think they don't know the real you. It changes how you deal with criticism. Every negative comment makes you feel like what you already thought about yourself was true. It changes how you look at opportunities because you're afraid to take the first step. You're afraid that people will stop supporting you if they really knew you. I want to talk about that belief right away. You are not flawed in some way. In your core, you are loved. You do have some flaws. Yes, you do need to grow in some areas of your life. Yes, you have made decisions that were bad for you or other people, but none of those things really show who you are. I made you from the very core of your being. You carry my picture. You are everywhere because I left my mark on you. And I don't make flawed works of art. The enemy has done everything they can to try to change your mind. Every time he has failed, he has used it as proof. He has used being turned down as proof. He made up a false story about who you are based on painful memories and mean things other people said about you. That story isn't true, though. Someone who wants to hurt you builds it with care, because they know that if you ever believe the truth about yourself, you can't be stopped. Just think about what your life would be like if you fully accepted that you are loved even though you have flaws. Think about how you would enter a room differently. Think about how sure you would sound when you spoke. Think about how brave you would be to go after your dreams. This level of confidence is not haughtiness. Arrogance tries to show that you are better than other people. Being calm and sure of yourself comes from knowing who you are. This is the life I want you to have. The kind of life where no one is always questioning who you are. There is a life where your worth is not based on how well you do or how poorly you do. A life where you don't have to push yourself to be good enough all the time. You're loved already. You might need some time to fully accept this new part of who you are. You've been building your understanding of yourself on unstable ground for years. It will take time and planning to rebuild those foundations. But I am committed to making this change in your heart happen. This process doesn't have to be done perfectly. You might trip and fall along the way. There will be days when you move forward 2 steps and back 1 step. That's how things grow. I'll be with you every step of the way. I will give you hope. I will make you stronger. I will always love you. Think about the people who have helped you see yourself the way you do now. Some of them said things that made you feel better. They gave you hope. They told you that you had potential. They had faith in you. Those words showed what I said. But some people said things that hurt you. Words that put you down, discouraged you, or criticized you. Some of those words may have come from people who were in charge of you. Some of them came from people who were supposed to keep you safe. Those words did not come from me. If someone said something to you that made you feel worthless, small, or broken, those words were lies. You don't have to carry them anymore. You don't have to hold on to every bad thing someone has said about you. The things other people say about you are not always true. That's all those words did, was make you believe them. You can let that power go today, though. You can believe what I say about you instead. I want you to know that I love you. People want you. You are important. You can do it. Good things are going to happen to you. I'm going to talk about some lies that may have taken root in your life. If someone told you that you were not smart, I want you to know that you can get wisdom from me. Your understanding will grow. If someone told you that you weren't attractive, I would tell them that you were beautifully made with purpose and are beautiful in more ways than one. I would tell them that you are a gift and that your presence makes the world a better place. It's possible that someone told you that you would never be successful, but I have planned a bright future for you. People might have told you that you are unlovable, but I love you no matter what. Someone told you that your existence was a mistake. I tell you that you were planned before the world was even made. You chose to live this life. I want you to name the lies that you have been telling yourself for years. The ones that come to mind when you're down. When you try something new, they try to stop you. Name those lies. Bring them to me. There is a truth for every lie. For every charge, there is a grace. I'm writing a bigger story through your life for every lie I tell. Though the lie says you're not enough, remember that my grace is enough for you. Remember that I am making everything new when the lie tells you that your best days are over. Don't believe the lie that you missed your chance. Instead, remember that I am the God of endless new starts. Remember that you are always in front of me when the lie says no one cares about you. It doesn't just happen once that lies are replaced with truth. It happens every day. You will pick which voice you believe every day. Pick the truth. Pick my voice. Keep an eye on how your life changes. Let me now talk about the relationships I'm setting up for you. I know you want to connect with people. I know that feeling of being alone has come to you many times. I know how painful it is when a relationship ends without warning. How sad it is when friendships fall apart. The sadness of connections that didn't turn out the way you had hoped they would. But I'm healing your heart so that you can have good relationships again. Because of the hurts you carry, it's hard to trust. Yes, I can see that. You should put up walls to protect yourself after someone you trusted hurt you deeply. Those walls may have kept you safe from pain, but they also stopped love from reaching you. You were never meant to live in a house. I am making it possible for you to trust again, not by making you gullible, but by making you smart. I'll help you spot people who are safe. I will keep you away from connections that are bad for you. There are people I'm bringing into your life who will be true friends, partners, and companions of faith. Allow them to come in. Know who they are. Let them into your life. It's worth the risk to connect, because love is worth it. I'll be with you every step of the way. I want you to know something else about the season you are leaving behind. Today is the start of a new season. Some parts of your heart have been numb for a long time. Because of experiences, disappointments, and long-term stress, you became emotionally guarded to protect yourself. In a way that you didn't even realize, you learned how to lower your hopes so that you would never be let down again. However, I did not intend for you to live your life in emotional survival mode. Your heart is being stirred up again. You will be able to feel deeply again. Your ability to be amazed will grow. You'll start to notice the little things that make everyday life beautiful again. It will be easier to laugh. Being thankful will come more naturally. It's not going to happen all at once. It will happen slowly, like how light fills a room slowly at dawn. Allow yourself some time to go through this. Thoughts of the past may come to mind during this time. Some people will be happy. Some people may be in pain. Don't worry when these memories come back to you. They're not coming back to hurt you. They are coming back to be healed and added to your life story. Don't let your past decide what will happen in the future. You will learn from it and use it to help you move forward. I want you to know how important difference of view is. How you see things in your life depends on your perspective. Two people can go through the same events, but have very different experiences because they saw them from different points of view. The enemy tried to change your view for a long time by making you afraid and down. You thought the worst would happen when something went wrong. You thought failure was coming when plans changed. When people turned you down, you thought that meant you weren't worth anything. But I'm going to change your mind now. You will start to see problems as chances to grow when they come up. You won't give up when your plans change. Instead, you'll be interested in what new path is opening up. You will know that being turned down doesn't make you less valuable when someone does that. This new point of view will make you stronger. Being resilient means being able to deal with problems without giving up. It means being able to keep going even when things get hard. You are already strong and resilient. Without it, you would not have been able to handle the hard things in your life. But I'm making that strength stronger now. You'll learn to be steady even when things get rough, not because the storms stop, but because your roots get stronger. You are becoming my love as your roots grow, and you can't shake that foundation. Still, there will be times when you're not sure. Question marks will still show up some days. Faith doesn't get rid of questions. Faith just picks to trust, even when there are still doubts. Remember that you are not alone at those times. Take a break. Take a deep breath. Pay attention to me. My heart feels every prayer, no matter how small. When you think about me, even a simple thought becomes a link between us. You don't need really good words. You don't need long talks. You only need to be honest. I know how to talk to the heart. I'd like to talk to you about being brave. Being brave doesn't mean you never get scared. Being brave means you keep going even when your fear tries to stop you. You will need to be brave for the future I am leading you into. This is not because it is dangerous, but because it will push you past what you think is possible. There will be times when you can try on new roles, environments, and responsibilities. When you first hear about these chances, they might seem scary. You might be wondering if you're ready. You might wonder if you are powerful enough. Don't forget that being ready does not come before the call at those times. As you answer the call, your readiness grows. As I invite you to try something new, I give you the strength to grow into it. You don't need to wait until you're sure of yourself. Trust yourself and move forward. Trust will grow as you take a step forward. With each step, the way will become more clear, and you'll find that the skills you thought you didn't have start to show up when you need them. Don't think that I'm calling you to something that I can't handle. People will be inspired by your bravery. People will know that something bigger than your own strength is at work in your life when they see you take a risk, even though you don't know what will happen. They will want to find the same strength as you because of how brave you are. This is how power gets passed on. Not by being perfect, but through being real. When someone trusts my love, your life will be a testimony to what is possible. People who had lost hope will feel hope again after seeing what happened in your life. Because they saw you change, people who used to feel trapped will realize that freedom is possible. You don't realize how important your story is. Your story has power. Yes, even the painful parts, especially the chapters that hurt. All of those chapters back up the hope you share. People will listen to you more if they think you know what they're going through. Don't feel bad about your story ever. Part of the blessing is your story. It's time for me to talk about patience. People often get patience wrong. A lot of people think that being patient just means waiting. Yet, being patient is more than just waiting. Being patient means trusting while you wait. It means holding on to hope even though the result hasn't shown up yet. Certain things I said I would do in your life may not happen right away. That doesn't mean we forgot about them. It takes time for seeds to grow. The seasons change slowly. And changes that are truly important tend to happen slowly. You would miss the growth that happens along the way if everything happened at once. Being patient helps you grow as a person. Being patient makes you trust more. Being patient makes your faith stronger. You will start to see something beautiful as you learn to be patient. You learn to trust the process, which makes the waiting times less stressful. You start to enjoy the present instead of always thinking about what will happen in the future. You start to notice the little steps forward that you didn't notice before. You start to value the journey itself more. I know how hard it is to wait, but I am with you through it all. No one else is waiting with you. I'm going to talk about freedom now. One of the best gifts I can give is freedom. But someone who has been emotionally or spiritually confined for a long time may not know what freedom feels like. Patterns that feel normal even when they are bad often form when people are trapped. You might be used to being hard on yourself. You may have gotten used to having beliefs that hold you back. You might have come to terms with the fact that you will always feel anxious. But those patterns are being changed by freedom. Freedom from always judging yourself. Freedom from fear that makes you make bad choices. Freedom from the idea that you have to do everything by yourself. Freedom from shame that makes you want to hide. You can be free from comparisons that take away your joy. It will feel better to be free. You'll notice that your thoughts are getting better. Your feelings become more even. It gets easier for you to make choices. Life looks like this when the truth comes out. This freedom is also not weak. It stays alive because I'm here. You don't have to be strong to keep it safe. If you stay in touch with me, you will always be free. I want you to take a moment to breathe deeply before we go on. Take the stress out of your body. Let go of some of the stress you've been feeling. Take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in to remind yourself that you are alive, and your life still has a lot of amazing possibilities. The road ahead is not blocked. Your story is still going on. I want you to say something about your future before we go on. Leave a comment that says, "My story isn't finished." You don't know how powerful those 4 words are. The lie that your best days are over is thrown out when you write them. You are telling the world that there is still hope, that your life has a purpose, and that God is still writing the next chapter. There are still chapters to write. There are still moments of happiness to come. Links have not yet been made. Dreams that haven't come true yet. I will be with you the whole time, all the time, everywhere you go. No matter what you go through, it doesn't matter how many times you trip. I will stay by your side. My love doesn't go away. My presence doesn't go away. No changes have been made to my promise to you. You are mine, and I belong with you. Keep that truth with you as you move forward, because it will get you through all the seasons to come. Let's talk about hope now, because having hope is one of the best things you can do in life. Hope isn't just making wishes come true. Hope is the sure belief that good things can still happen, even when things don't look good. Hope is a quiet promise that the story isn't over yet. There was a time when hope seemed far away. You were careful after disappointments. Having your hopes dashed taught you to keep them low so that you wouldn't go through the same pain again. You began to protect yourself by expecting less from life over time, but you didn't realize it. However, I am giving you hope again. Hope will start to grow again, like a small flame that gets brighter over time. You might not be sure if you can trust it at first. You might be curious about whether it will fade like it did before. It makes sense that you'd be hesitant. It takes time to heal. This hope is different, though. This hope comes from the things I've promised. And I always keep my promises. No matter what happens, my promises will always be kept, even if they take longer than expected. I work all the time behind the scenes in ways you can't see yet. The best work can happen in the strangest places. A lot of the changes in your life are happening where you can't see them yet, like how seeds grow below the ground before they show up on top. But things are getting better. Changes are taking place. Things are being prepared. When you look back, you'll see that the time you spent waiting was not wasted. It got you ready for the blessing that was coming. Hope changes how you live. When you have hope, you start to make brave decisions. You start making plans again. You start to dream again. It's not silly to dream. I built your heart so that you can dream. That's why dreams are so important. They give you a reason to do things. They help you understand why you kept going. Some of the dreams you used to have were given to you by me. Others were shaped by what you did and what you wanted. Not every dream will come true the way you thought it would. There are times when your dreams change as you learn more and grow. But don't give up your dreams. Let your imagination grow once more. Think about the kind of life you want to make. Think about what kind of person you want to become. Believe in the power of your life to change the lives of those around you. I will help you with your dreams if you tell me about them. I'll help you make them better. I'll show you which ones will help you reach the goal I gave you. You can make your dreams come true with my help. When your heart and my wisdom work together, they make a strong way forward. You're not supposed to go through life without a plan. You are meant to have a clear shot at life. A vision gives your life direction. Having vision helps you decide what to do. Vision makes you more determined to keep going when things get tough. I'm now helping you find your vision again. There will be times when everything becomes clear. There may be an idea that makes sense and is exciting. The chance of something happening might catch your attention. Pay close attention to those times. It could be an invitation. Not every chance you get will be right for you, but a lot of them will have the potential to guide your life in the right direction. Please give me those chances. Ask to be wise. Listen for direction. Take small steps forward. You don't have to know everything completely before you start. Most of the time, the path isn't clear until you start walking. Have faith that I will show you the way. Let me now talk about being kind. I want the blessing I put on your life to flow through you. One of the most beautiful ways to show love is to be generous. When you give freely, you show what kind of person I am. Being kind doesn't just mean giving money. That includes your time, your attention, your support, your kindness, and your care. Listening to someone with real care is sometimes the most meaningful thing you can do for them. A few words of support can sometimes turn someone's day around. A small act of kindness can let someone know they're not alone sometimes. Going through life with open hands will make you a light for other people. and wonderful things happen when you live kindly. Your own happiness grows. Giving makes more good things happen. Things that leave your life often come back to you in strange ways. However, you should never be kind just because you want something in return. Give because you want to out of love. Give because being kind is important. Give because kindness shows the heart I put inside you. The world around you starts to change when you make being kind a way of life. People who didn't feel seen start to feel seen. A lot of people who were down start to feel better. People who were feeling alone start to feel like they have a connection. Your life turns into a peaceful force for good. Let me talk about being wise now. Being wiser comes from having experience, thinking about it, and getting help. It's possible that you already know more than you think. You have a better understanding because of the lessons you learned through hard times. But your wisdom will keep growing as long as you are willing to learn. Be interested. Talk to people. Pay attention to people who are wise and grown up. You can learn from both your wins and your losses. If you are willing to learn from it, every experience has something useful to teach you. Being still can also help you gain wisdom. In a world full of noise and other things to do, peace and quiet are hard to find. But clarity often shows up when things are still. Make time for quiet in your life. There are times when you can stop the constant flow of information and just breathe. Times when you think about what's going on in your heart. There are times when you should listen for guidance instead of doing more to fill the silence. These quiet times will become pillars in your life. They are going to help you keep your center. You will be able to hear my voice better. They will help you understand things better before you make decisions. Peace and wisdom often go together. If you work on being wise, the choices you make will bring you more peace. Let me talk about identity one more time, because this truth must be the basis for everything else. You are my beloved child, not for a short time. That's not the case, always. This identity stays with you even when things get hard. It doesn't go away when you fail. It doesn't get weaker when you doubt it. Your identity is safe because it comes from my love, not from how well you do. Shame starts to lose its power when you really understand this. Fear and secrecy make shame grow, but love gets rid of shame. You don't need to hide from me. There's no need to act. Before you talk to me, you don't have to change into someone else. Come just the way you are. It will take time for growth to happen. The transformation will happen on its own. But being asked to be in a relationship doesn't mean you have to be perfect first. Being honest is more important than being perfect. Your willingness is more important than what you've done. It's more important that you show up than that you do well. I love being a part of your growth process with you. Seeing you learn, seeing you find new strengths is fun. Seeing you become more sure of who you are, it makes me happy. Because growth usually happens slowly, you might not always be able to see it. I see it, though. I can see that your heart has become kinder. I can see how your view has changed over time. I can see how you handle situations that used to stress you out in different ways. Each growth step is important, even the little ones. Don't forget how important small steps can be. A lot of big changes start with small steps that are done over and over again. If you keep moving forward with trust and honesty, The future will turn out even more beautiful than you can imagine now. This is the life I want you to have. A life full of hope, a free life, a life with a goal, a life built on love. As you move forward, keep this truth in mind over and over. You're never by yourself. I'm with you, at all times, during all 4 seasons, always. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected, high-vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you won't just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate, early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct, personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional, but your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.